Book sales have jumped since the onset of the pandemic, more than 8% in 2020, according to Publishers Weekly.
I'm reading far more than I ever have.
People are turning to books as they look to escape the realities of the world.
Definitely a lot of romance, definitely a lot of fantasy.
And the Bay State is packed with women writers who have a lot to say.
We can change the world using our voice.
It is always a good time to read books by women, of all different kinds of women.
Meredith Goldstein is a columnist for the Boston Globe, a podcast host, and author. Her latest novel, Things That Grow, follows a teenager named Lori as she visits 3 New England gardens to scatter her late grandmother's ashes.
A road trip story that involves a lot of different family members sort of trying to treat each other a little bit better. The book is set in Natick. She lives right near the Natick Mall, but I wanted her to leave that neighborhood and go to gardens, beautiful gardens that her late grandmother loved.
With her family, Lori visits the Arnold Arboretum, the Green Animals Topiary Garden, and the Mount here in Lenox.
It was so exciting to be able to write a book set in Massachusetts and to set these fictional characters having moments in the home of a famous author. Actually, where I'm standing right now is in Edith Wharton's bedroom, where she did most of her writing.
Built in 1902, the Mount was home to celebrated author Edith Wharton and her husband.
I got here and I thought, at least part of this book has to be set here. And experiencing it through the eyes of my character, the lawns are beautiful, the gardens are beautiful, the furniture is beautiful. We had a tour guide named Marge who actually wound up inspiring a fictional character in the book who told us incredible stories about Edith Wharton.
For Goldstein, the writing process nurtured a love for Edith Wharton and the Mount.
I've written a book about a teenage aspiring writer who's trying to honor her grandmother who loved books by going to a garden at a house once owned by Edith Wharton that exists in real life. And through writing that, I, a writer, was able to learn so much about a woman who wrote in this area.
Susan Whistler is executive director at the Mount, now a National Historic Landmark. She says the team was thrilled to learn of Goldstein's novel.
It's just charming the way she presents it through the eyes of sort of younger, frustrated, hormone sort of boiling over young adults as they tour the property.
The Lenox estate is often called an autobiographical house. The Mount is the only home Wharton designed in its entirety. She used design principles written in her first book, The Decoration of Houses.
She's known mostly for her literary novels, but she was also a huge fan and enthusiast about landscape and architecture and design in general.
Wharton's time at the Mount was brief. She lived here only about 10 years. She later moved to Europe with most of her belongings.
She died in France and she had probably about 5,000 books, and she never had any children, so she willed her library to 2 different young men friends of hers.
Eventually, about 2,700 books from Wharton's library were returned to the Mount, but only one key novel was missing, her personal copy of The Age of Innocence.
We have The House of Mirth and we have a lot of her other major books, but we did not have her own copy of The Age of Innocence. These book collectors had gotten a hold of this book, and in honor of the 100th anniversary of the publication of the book in 2020, they very graciously donated to us.
The first edition, 6th printing copy, is appraised at a staggering $12,500.
It sends us all sort of shaking, because sometimes we get people who come in, they think they have something that belongs to Edith Wharton, and it turns out not to be so.
In 1921, the celebrated author became the first woman to win the Pulitzer Prize in Fiction for The Age of Innocence. But the prize wasn't awarded without controversy.
The Pulitzer judges, the committee, had actually chosen Sinclair Lewis's Main Street. The Pulitzer Prize was overseen by Columbia University, and the overseer at Columbia University, they decided they didn't want Main Street. It was too satirical, it was calling in question Midwestern values. So at the last minute, she won over Sinclair Lewis, and this came out. People talked about it, and she was appalled, actually.
I think for her, the disappointment was it's because to be awarded something to portray sort of the pinnacle of American masculinity and moral standards, that's not what her book was about at all. So she felt completely misunderstood, actually.
We're so lucky in New England to be able to see so many places where women really wrote. The idea that Edith Wharton lived here and wrote here and had friends here in a small dining room and just hung out here. I guess it's very validating to me that I can call this estate my home.
The Mount hosts a variety of events on the estate property, but because of the pandemic, they have all gone virtual. Their National Women's History Month series has one more program scheduled on March 29th, and all of their previous book talks and programs are available online. We'll have links to information on our website. Meredith Goldstein's book, Things That Grow, is available now. Coming up, a virtual book club just keeps growing.